Hello. Final Miner here. We are back. We are back. Last time, we hooked up our awesome mining ship to work together with our awesome processing system, so that whenever we come back, we can dock the ship and it'll automatically unload and process and store all of our goodies. And also, I have a chest. Let's see. Oh, where's the miner? I forgot it. Yeah, that was one thing I was smart enough to think of. I was storing the vertical digger inside of that storage crate before. If you saw the other episode where we took the vertical digger ship out for the first time, the vertical digger dug itself. When we moved the ship, the digger dug itself up and destroyed itself completely. Ow. Bad at jumping. Really bad at jumping. So anyway, I've been storing it in the large storage crate. Well, now the storage crate... How did you... This thing disappeared last episode. Anyway, we don't want that unloading either. Squirrels everywhere. Anyway, so I needed a chest to keep the vertical digger in, to keep it from getting pulled out here and then stored away. That'd be kind of annoying. Actually, that reminds me, there was something we were going to... Oh yeah, it was this fellow. I was wondering if this had somehow gotten sucked over into the storage area. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and take the ship out and dig up some materials, and then, yeah, we'll see if this whole thing is working the way we want it to. Okay, that spot's not going to work for the chest. That's where we stick our miner. So, right there, maybe? That should be good. And I also forgot the batteries, so I had to go get those. Airship. Good, excellent. Alrighty, back in a second with some goodies. Here we are off the shore of our little clearing on the eastern side of the island. Letting the digital miner, letting the vertical digger do its thing. Yeah. And I never noticed it before, but the thing actually shoots little lasers out of the bottom towards whatever block it's mining down there. Pretty cool. And this thing digs so quickly too. I like having it dig out above the ocean, because it's easy for me to get on and off of the ship, and I don't have to worry about falling off, and I don't have to worry about it getting stuck on anything. But it would actually be a lot more efficient if I could get up on top of a mountain or something, because, you know, when the stuff under you is water, it's not very much ore under there. So, yeah, it's kind of a pain. And also, although this thing is bringing in a good amount of materials for us, I've run it probably 7 or 8 or 9 times so far. Not too bad. Even though it's bringing in a good amount of resources, it takes up my time. It's really not automatic. I have to take the ship out and do all the mining, you know, with me actually being here and telling it to go. So it's a really good tool now. We may use it some more later, but yeah, pretty soon we're gonna have to have something a little bit better, something a little bit more automatic. That way we can spend our time doing stuff besides mining. And the batteries have run out. So it's time for us to take the ship back over to base and get it unloaded and recharge batteries. Yeah, mainly we need iron. That's the one resource we just keep running out of. Everything else we're doing pretty well. Even diamonds. We have quite a few diamonds. We did have trouble with redstone, but we fixed that problem. Okay. So we'll just bring it down over here. And I can tell I'm not that close to the center. Let's see how forgiving this is going to be here. Align. Disassemble. Looks like it's going to drop me every time, but the ship ended up in the right place. Oh, it didn't. It's off by 1 block. Oh, jerk. Oh. Oh, jerk. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that could have been so much worse. So it looks like part of the ship got hit. Just a little bit in the corner. Oh, thank goodness. That could have been really bad. Are there any more of you jerks out there? Looks like no. Whew. Actually, I'm not even sure the balloons got broken. Looks like maybe we lost 1 balloon block, which is like 5 string. So, no biggie. Okay, so it actually didn't line up perfectly. That's surprising. Surprising. Yeah. So how about we just try... Oh, really? Jerk. Let's just try lining up the ship again and see if it'll do it correctly. Okay, yeah, the ender particles are just 1 block off. Okay, MK, align, disassemble. How about now? Looks like it's working. Yep, there we go. And it's unloading. Perfect. This is exactly what we wanted to see. So, the big question now, the ESD is really good for loading and unloading this because it takes whole stacks at a time. If it was only taking 1 item at a time, like the hopper, boy, that would take forever. Yeah. So, one question I had, is this filtering all the ores we wanted to? Shore buffer. Sulfur we don't care about being in here. Draconium's here. Don't care about that wood. Okay, so far it looks like it's filtering everything that we care about. Oh, the poor ores. Oh yeah, we'll have to filter those out. Poor iron, poor nickel, poor tin. And there's quite a bit of that, so let's go ahead and filter that. Before I forget, let's claim our airship. For obvious reasons. Obvious reasons are obvious. Okay. I'd like to pick that up. There we go. Oh, I'd like that spider eye too. Don't have a mob grinder yet. Never know when you're going to need that stuff. Okay, so... Oh yeah, filters. I got distracted by that blizz squirrel. Don't see any creepers. Okay. So let's see. Let's try to filter on the east side. The yellow side. Yeah. Let's filter these poor ores. Those poor nickel, poor iron, poor tin. I don't see anything else that we need in there. There we go. Looks like everything else. Oh, actually, I wonder what happens if we try to grind those poor ores. I wonder if they even will grind. Yeah, I had not thought of that. Very nice lilies. Okay, and here's another problem. Alright. Okay, I'm going to clean this up and we'll be right back. Okay, so it looks like there are no crushing recipes for the poor ores. There's the Actually Additions crusher, which will crush it straight into 4 nuggets, and that's the best option for it. Other than that, you can smelt it into 32 millibuckets. I want to say that's 1/4 of an ingot or something like that. Maybe it's like 2 nuggets worth, I don't remember. Alloy smelter 3, redstone furnace 3, furnace, that's the extra utils, yeah, extra utils furnace 3, vanilla furnace 3. So the best way to process those is with the Actual Additions crusher. We don't have an Actual Additions crusher, and we're not going to worry about it right now. I had kind of a rough night fighting off a bunch of monsters, including several witches, so I'm being kind of wary. Hello, beehive. Anyway, so we don't have a crushing recipe. We just crushed up probably like a stack at least. About a stack of poor iron ore. Is that footsteps? Thought I heard footsteps. It may be poor ore, but at this point I'll be glad for every little bit of iron ore we can get. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, we got to demonstrate the ship. The ship is working 99% well. We had to dock it a second time, but then started working after that. And we've got our processing going. So let's check again and see if anything odd ended up here. Don't see it so far. I went ahead and created some small drawers for all of these uncommon alloys or uncommon metals like platinum or shiny, I guess is what it's called. Yeah, we're not going to have a whole lot of those. Electrical steel, some of that stuff you only make it, you know, more or less at the time that you need it. These guys, probably never going to use them. Probably never. We've got a bunch of sapphire though. Yeah, other than that, apple. How did we get apples in there? Other than that, it looks like everything is doing a good job. This may actually, that storage room may actually be too big for what we need. Oh boy, 1 and 2. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So next, I think what I'll do, there have been a few things around the base that have kind of been bugging me. I did go ahead and put drawers up here, by the way. Ran out of chest space. Yeah, there have been a few things around the base that have been bugging me, and I'd like to go fix those. So let's go fix those now. I think that's everything I'll need. Oh, I have drawers here. Oh, I made extra. Me and my army of chisels. Let's see if we can combine these to get, yeah, there we go. We got better durability out of it. Instead of 3 chisels, we got 2 chisels. So here's the first thing I wanted to do. I want to take these edges off and make it the same as that top border, because I think that'll make this building look a little better. Yeah, the scaffold on the corners does a good job, but I don't know. It still looks a little plain to me. Don't want it to look too good. I think indented is what that is. Yeah, we don't want it to look too good. but we also don't want it to look too bad. I think I'm going to go get a fresh stack of cobblestone for this, because we've already chiseled all these others up. Might as well leave them where they are. If nothing else, it kind of tells us which version we've used before. You've seen me get confused a time or two. Yeah, trying to remember which version I had chiseled out before. Let's avoid that. So I think it was indented, right? Like this. I think that's correct. Come on, you derpy doors. So yeah, maybe we'll just go to the top and bust our way all the way down. Another thing is, I want to finish putting all the smokestacks on this building. We've got the one. It looks awesome. I want more. Here we go. And this fellow. How does that look? Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. I like it better. And we need to do something to make the door look a little better. I've noticed that as we've been going on, like the first building, it looks really good. And then the second building, yeah, looks pretty good. The third building, okay. And as we've been building buildings, I've been getting lazier and lazier. We just haven't been finishing them. So, yeah, I think probably I'm going to spend part of this episode at least going back and fixing all the little corners I've been cutting. There we go. Okay, so you get the idea. I'm going to go ahead and do that for the next 6 corners. Wait. Yeah, 6. And be right back as soon as I'm done. Plugging up another creeper hole. When will they ever stop? Okay, so we got finished with the bordering on the building, and I did a little bit different here with the entryway just to make it look a little bit less plain. I'm not quite satisfied. So, yeah. So I think what we're going to try is chiseling this sucker out a bit. I didn't think I was ever going to get into chiseling bits, but, well, here we are. So, what I'm going to try to do is make a step out of this. Looks like that's about right for a step. Yeah. I think that's right. There we go. And I know that you can adjust the chisel to do parts of blocks at once. So now seems like a good time to do that before we go too much further. I'm going to finish off this little section, and we'll kind of use that as a template where we want to go. Yeah, okay. And also, while we are at it, there you are. I got the stuff that we would need to make a, come on you, to make a chiseled bit bag. Don't need any of you for the moment. Okay, I'll go ahead and stick these in there. Okay, yeah, the chisel bit bag, it just holds bits, and a good thing too, because when you're taking off little tiny pieces of a block, when you're taking little tiny pieces off of a block, yeah, you can end up with a lot of items really quickly. Just taking that one little pixel off of the edge made it so that we can step up the side of the block. That's funny. we could take just that little bit off of the whole front here, and we would be able to walk over it just like if we had step assist. That's funny. But I kind of want to, you know, make it look like steps too. Let's see here. There's a whole bunch of these I haven't set. Chisel and bits. Connected plane. Distance drawn region. Grid snapped 1/4 size cube. That looks like what we want. What should we hotkey that to? Maybe H? What else is H? Sigil of holding. Don't care. Did that get it? Yeah, that got it. Okay. H will do for now. So let's see. H. 1/4 of a... Yeah, close enough. I really don't want to spend a whole lot of time on it. And that'll just let us finish off. Yeah, nice. Nice. Looks like maybe I actually had taken 1 pixel too shallow. So anyway, shaving off that 1/4 of the block allows us to have a nice looking step. There is no crafting recipe for a stair version of this chiseled block. So if we want to have stairs, we gotta do it ourselves. And actually, while we're at it, how about we do like this. There we go. To make it look like a corner stair. Good, good, good. And we could even leave it like that. That might look a little better, actually. I don't know. It's not very vanilla style. Yeah, being able to select big sections like this, oh, that's much better. Being able to select a big piece like that, oh, it would be awful if you couldn't. Trying to do it one little pixel at a time. Okay, so that looks better. I think what I'll do is I'll replace this block here behind with some more indented. And that way the frame texture, there you are, the frame texture will extend all the way down the door frame instead of cutting off behind it. Give me one more indented. Ah, I did the wrong thing. Yeah, okay. So, that looks a lot better than it used to. May not be perfect. Looks a lot better than it used to. Now all we need is a door. Tell you what. Let's go ahead and break these and bring them out another level. There we go. Yes. No. There we go. Yeah, and then we'll just use that same version of the block there to give us a little pedestal. That'll give us room to put a pressure plate. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go ahead and get the plates in the door for that. Do we have more iron? We do. Good. At least we don't have to spend the iron on it right now to make new doors. Let's see. So that looks good. This looks much better. There we go. We have a proper door. Excellent. That'll keep the zombies out too. I had a little zombie infestation during the night. what else needs to be cleaned up? The main base is fine, except for lights. We do need to go ahead and get into lights. I mean, for crying out loud. At this point, it's time to get some decent lighting. Torches on the floor is not okay. Let's see. I went ahead and corrected that. Have I corrected that all the way around here? So that it doesn't look like the building is sitting on top of dirt. Yeah, it looks like we did a good job. We're probably going to need to bring some path out this way at some point, because we're going to be landing the airship here. Okay, you know what? That looks pretty good overall. So how about we go ahead and sleep, and then we're going to work on getting a decent lighting system in this base. Okay, so from the beginning, the light system that I have wanted to use was the Immersive Engineering Powered Lantern. And there's a couple of reasons. First of all, they look really good. I really like the way they look. Just like everything in immersive engineering, they look great. Second of all, when you have a powered lantern with some juice flow into it, they block mob spawning. They block mob spawning for, I think it's a 32 block radius. Let's see if we can find that out here. Engineered lighting. Lanterns provide almost as much light as a glowstone block would. Let's see if it will say. Yes, they will also prevent hostile mob spawns in a 32 block radius. So, oh yeah. Not only can you light up your base, not only do they look good, they're also going to stop mob spawns. So, that's pretty much perfect. The reason we haven't used them before is because they required glowstone. Yeah. Well, actually, we happen to have a nice supply of glowstone. We picked it up while we were in the nether. So that's not a problem anymore. Aside from that, we need some glass panes, also, no problem. And then iron plates. Yeah, I was kind of looking into that. It looks like there are 3 versions of iron plates that we can use. We cannot use railcraft ones, which is really annoying because we've already got a machine to make those with. The other ones we can use, libvulpus. Those come from they come from the libvulpus rolling machine. Not from the railcraft rolling machine, the libvulpus rolling machine. They can come from this small plate presser, whatever that is. Haven't used that before. Or we can cast it with a plate cast out of the Tinker's smeltery. So that might be the way we go. I hate making the things over and over with my hammer, just because I'm wearing out my hammer. I don't want it to break all of a sudden and then I gotta go craft another one. And if we wanted to, we could automate this. So that's probably where we'll get our plates from. Thermal foundation, there's a machine from Thermal Expansion that can do it. And then also, yeah, we can make it by hammer. Or we can use the metal press. And I think eventually this is probably what we'll do, is we'll make a metal press for it. I want to use the metal presses as much as possible because they're awesome. No other reason, they're just awesome. So let's first grab a engineer's hammer. Oh, oh no. Let's see if this will work the way I want it to. So you have to create a plate cast. Okay, good, yeah. Any plate can be used to make a plate cast. And we'll take some iron, and we'll go ahead and hammer up 1 piece. There it is. And let's see if we can't find some. There we go. Aluminum brass. Right? That is, yeah, aluminum brass. Alright, sir, if you would, please give me a plate cast. Almost there. And let's see, these come in batches of 3. I'd like to go ahead and start with about 30 of them. So 10 groups, that means we're going to need about 30 plates. And if we do a plate here, we have to cast it with, yeah, it looks like an ingot's worth. That's how much it should be. So we'll go ahead and toss that in. And we're going to need 30. We threw in 14, so we need another 16. Just like that. And we're going to need to get the glass ready as well. I don't know how much glass we have. Yeah, that should be enough lava. I'm pretty sure we don't have a lot of glass panes. 10. Let's see, how many do we need per? We need 2. And we're going to make 10 of these. So we need 20, and we have 10. Actually, these are pretty cheap. If we can find some other glass, some regular glass. Hello, regular glass. Let's just make some new glass. Can you be turned into a pane? That is the question. Quite clear glass. Yeah, you can. Okay, good. Good. So that should give us all of the glass that we need. Yeah, all of the glass panes. Wait, where did that 3 iron come from? Why do I have... Oh, I bet I couldn't stick it in the smeltery, right? I bet when I... 3 blocks times... that would be 27. Yeah, that's not enough. And here's the fun part. Casting all of these up. Oh joy. Oh, I remember I said before you could stick hoppers under these things with the levers turned on and they would just continuously auto cast. It's not working. Don't know why, but it's not working. Apparently when a hopper pulls out of here, I don't know, it doesn't let the spout know it can continue on. Yeah, I don't know. If you take stuff out by hand, it works. You don't take stuff out by hand, it doesn't work. I have no idea why. Okay, next step. We need some redstone. No problem. And that should give us 30 of them. Nice. So the next thing we have to do is figure out how we're going to power them. So I think we can, maybe not, I think we can connect them directly to a capacitor and have them powered. Let's see. Take our hammer here and smack that. Yeah, it's outputting. I don't see it powered though. Nope. So it looks like we're going to have to power it using immersive engineering wires, which is okay because those are pretty cool looking too. And I think, at least in 1710, the only wire that would connect was the low voltage. Yeah, the low voltage wires. And those are copper around a stick. That's super cheap. Wire is snipping a plate. It looks like you can also do it with a metal press, huh? Oh, that's just another reason for me to make a metal press. Either shears or engineer's wire cutters. I have a feeling the wire cutters probably have better durability. So let's see. For every 1 copper wire, we're going to get 1 LV wire coil. And we have 30 of these lanterns. So, yeah, probably we should go ahead and make 30 pieces of wire. We have to make them in groups of 4, so we're going to make 32. Let's see. 32. So 32 copper plates, and we'll snip them up. Let's see. Do we have any copper over here? I took pretty much all of my metals out from over here when I stocked the storage room. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, another thing we're going to have to work on is getting our smelting over in the processing building set up. Because right now we've got a whole bunch of unprocessed ores, and yeah. And we actually need ingots. We may move this thing over there because, did I tell you, I've stuck this crazy capacitor in there, and man, that thing smelts fast. Really, really, really fast. So, yeah, it would be really nice to be able to use that. Alrighty. Yeah, here's what we're going to do. Let's see, I'm doing 32. Okay, hopefully we don't end up having to go get more lava, because that's not a good time. But I'm going to go ahead and grab everything I need to do that. Can't remember if I've shown you the setup we have. 550. I think that's probably enough, because it was around 750 when we started to melt the iron, and iron takes longer to melt. Yeah, that should be more than enough. Looks like it'll only take about 100 megabuckets to melt this first big group. Maybe even less. Yeah, it's only going to take about 100 to do the whole thing. So that's nice. Well, anyway, I'm going to be casting more plates again.